Good evening, welcome to your latest weather update from the Met Office. It was quite a bright and sunny day for many of us on Saturday, but changes on the way through the second half of the weekend, all thanks to this area of low pressure moving in from the west as we head into the start of Sunday. Also that squeeze in the isobars indicating strengthening winds too through the rest of tonight and into tomorrow. That clears away quite nicely as we head into the start of the new working week. However, changeable conditions are going to remain across the UK with low pressure waiting in the wings, moving in towards the middle part of the week. Back to the rest of Saturday though, and for much of England and Wales, a dry evening to come, some late sunshine on offer, plenty of clear spells overnight and into the start of Sunday morning. However, across parts of Northern Ireland, western parts of Scotland generally staying a little bit cloudier, some outbreaks of showery rain arriving through the early hours of Sunday morning, perhaps into the very far southwest too, and it's those winds that are really going to strengthen as we head overnight Saturday and into the start of Sunday. Perhaps some coastal gales through the Irish Sea, but almost anywhere seeing some strong winds to start the day on Sunday. With those strong southerly winds, that does mean a very mild night to come. Temperatures widely in the double figures across the UK, but even across the southwest, we could see temperatures as high as 17 or 18 degrees overnight. So that does mean really quite warm and quite muggy start to the day on Sunday, but also a very windy start too, particularly across the west. Those coastal gales continuing throughout the day, but a windy day across the country on Sunday. A bright start across the southeast though, some hazy sunshine once again on offer like we saw on Saturday, but further west, outbreaks of showery rain pushing their way northwards, some quite heavy downpours mixed in here. I wouldn't even rule out the odd rumble of thunder mixed in too. Again, very windy across the country, but a much milder day, a much warmer day too with those southerly winds. Temperatures well above average for the time of year. Across the south and the east, we could see highs of 25, 26, perhaps even 27 degrees, and even across parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland, temperatures into the high teens or if not in the low 20s. So feeling really quite warm and quite a bit more humid than we've seen recently. As we then go through Sunday evening, any of that rain we see across the north continues to push its way northward. Still some heavy downpours likely across parts of Scotland, perhaps across parts of Wales, Northern Ireland too. But across the southeast, plenty of dry weather, plenty of clear spells around. Probably the best viewing conditions here for seeing the total lunar eclipse through Sunday evening. But generally turning drier across the board, and those winds definitely turning much lighter too. Quite a bit fresher overnight Sunday and into the start of Monday compared to the previous night. Temperatures in towns and cities still likely holding up into the double figures, but we could see some rural spots just dropping a little lower than that, so perhaps a bit of a fresher start on Monday morning. A brighter start for many places too, plenty of early morning sunshine on offer. And with those winds that little bit lighter, it will still feel a little blustery, particularly if you're caught in any of these showers pushing in from the west as we go towards Monday afternoon. But there will be plenty of sunshine developing between those showers. And with that more westerly wind direction, definitely feeling quite a bit fresher than it felt on Sunday. Although still pleasantly warm if you do catch the sunshine, temperatures back closer to average for the time of year. So 21, perhaps 22 or 23 degrees across the southeast and more widely in the high teens further north. As I mentioned earlier, still remaining quite changeable as we head into much of next week, so do make sure you hit subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date with the latest forecast. Bye for now.